The attorney's office, unsuccessful. They're all on lunch, so we'll try again in a little bit. Some pop cups.
Portrait.
Alright, so I'm en route to Rincon. I'm gonna go meet with the association, the complex where I'm currently staying. To see if I can get some documents on like electrical designs and just construction documents and when the place is put together. Let's see what kind of hoops I gotta jump through now. This is gonna be fun. We got Coast Guard running ops. A couple out there. I think there's one. Tradiction. And there's another one out here somewhere right there. It's typically training. We do get a lot of undocumented coming over from the Dominican Republic, which in my perspective, it's family coming over to visit. Our blood doesn't lie. We're one people, we're brothers. These borders, that's all bullshit, that's all colonizer shit. But yeah, there's always interdictions here. The other day there was like 40 that were caught coming over. It was like a mountainside rescue, a couple got trapped. But yeah, you always see him out here doing training. We're basically burning fuel. You got the Parque Colón over there, so you got a little jetty. Beautiful. So the reason why I'm up here is because I'm taking a look at space for solar panels up here. So this is one of our neighbors. This is our spot. The neighbor has already, kind of built out his area. But I'm thinking about, building out our area, but then offering to build it out for the whole complex, so that we can actually turn this into maybe like a communal area. This is underutilized space right now. And then maybe we'll go one step higher with some nice kind of carport type design, but with like vines or something, very tropical. And then we'll put the solar panels on top of that. So we'll gain a hell of a lot more access for everyone. Everyone can come up here and basically do a sea loop around and be able to enjoy this view. And then we'll make sure we'll partition this off with walls so that you can't interfere with people. If they want to be naked out here sunbathing, there's no line of sight. So it's this is like very early on, very preliminary in terms of like initial phase of design and thinking about what we can even do here. But yeah, you can kind of see the generator back there. So we got a generator, we got a little substation there. I'm thinking maybe we can replace the substation with a battery pack. We do have the line coming in here. I got all the plans for the whole complex yesterday from the property manager. I'm glad she had all that stuff. So now I'm looking to get high-speed internet in here. That's the first thing. And I got Glado technicians coming over to kind of do the engineering and figure out where they're gonna run. I believe that actually right there, that manhole, maybe the cat TV that used to be here. So I'm hoping they can maybe come through there. Everything is basically conduit and ducted out, which I'm really happy about. So it shouldn't be that difficult, although, it is Puerto Rico. Everything here is construction, is cinder block. So if you got to make any alterations, you got to break the cinder block, do what you got to do, and then patch it out. It's a little bit different than like drywall or anything in New England. So there's different construction methods, but I don't know, the ideas are still the same, especially when it comes to energy. Look at how much sun we get here compared to Northeast, and how little they use these microgrids and VPP and all that stuff, which could be tremendous here. And if you take a look at the mountainside here, it's all literally just power lines. They run them all along the ridges. And I know in New England, we have the easeways, and they do a really good job of making sure they stay clear of shrubbery, trees, just nature's always going to reclaim its territory. But here, they just basically set up their towers, and I don't really see much clearing out. And the thing is, like, you can't really even do clearing out. I know Luma has right now like an impossible task. I know that Luma was asked to clear out some trees, and I forgot what pueblo it was. This was maybe a year ago. And the community went crazy because they were cutting down a couple trees. So it's like, either you guys want stable power, or like we got to protect the power lines. Like it's one or the other. Like you can't have the trees like overgrown the power lines and then want stable power, because the storm's going to blow through and it's going to take out those power lines. The best option would be to bury a lot of this stuff, and I mean it's already started here. Almost all the utilities on this strip are all buried, but once you get to here, you start seeing the lines again. And it's going to be quite the investment if we're going to bury all this stuff. But once it's buried, it's done. And obviously that's done with the ease way, so that, you know, you can get in there and do maintenance and repair and stuff. But yeah, it's not an easy solution, but there are solutions, and that's why I'm here. And I'm going to start at this complex. Started in Massachusetts, doing a lot of projects over there, and that's where I got my receipts. I proved the concept, I proved that the technology works, and talking with ISO New England, they confirm it. They're like, the system is amazing, and it's amazing to be able to have that throttle, an additional lever that never existed before. So if they're using it in New England, where they barely get sun for a couple months out of the year, why wouldn't it be, you know, just tremendous? Puerto Rico already produces an amazing amount of electricity with solar panels. Like, it covers its needs. The only problem is that when the electricity is needed, it's typically in the evenings and the sun's gone by then. What all that tells me is that we just need to do what's called a time shift, like an energy time of use. So instead of, you know, using it during the day, we need it at night. And how do you accomplish that time shift? You store it during the day and export it at night. That's done with batteries, and there's a million different ways. It's not just like the typical lithium or, you know, iron phosphate battery, like what a typical chemical engineer would talk about. Like literally a block, a cinder block that gets picked up by an electric winch, and then once the power goes out, it gets dropped and slowly goes back down. That's a battery. It's just ways to store energy. That's all we're looking for. We can invest in more energy storage solutions, especially grid scale. We don't have to worry about all this stuff, because we don't need to depend on the power plant that's all the way down there in the coast. All we need to worry about is, okay, can we power ourselves? Hey, there's a restaurant down there, you guys have an extra power, can you guys send it this way? And we just keep things here local. And then every municipality is local and interconnected into the same spider web. And we don't stay dependent on whoever's providing the energy all the way over there. So yeah, let's just trying to explain a little bit of how these systems work and what we're doing here. But yeah, man, anybody wants to come learn with me or come get involved, man, reach out. This is it's an amazing place to do business. It's very challenging, and very, very challenging. I did not expect it to be this challenging when I first started. When I first got here, I didn't expect to go through so many hoops, and I knew it was going to be bad. But man, I've been here a month, and I've moved forward very, very little. And now we're leaving the governor's office. We got absolutely nowhere again. I'll get into the details later, but apparently every project that I was interested in has already somebody working on it. The state's working on it. Nobody knows anything, and that's why all the buildings stay abandoned. These are buildings that are owned by private individuals. This is owned by the municipality, and the other one's owned by the state. And literally, she was like, oh, well, that's going to be very difficult. It's going to be almost impossible. Basically trying to discourage me from doing it. They just don't know who the fuck they're dealing with. But yeah, that just goes to show basically how things work around here. That's how they just discourage you from proposing anything, and they look at you like you're stupid. And it's funny. It's because they're not used to people coming in and proposing these big ideas. But I'm here to fight. And they just laughed at me in there, and we'll see who gets the last laugh. That's all I'm about, because I'm going to keep pushing these things forward. These things are beneficial to all the community, and I don't care who's getting paid in there and who's got backdoor deals, who's not getting paid is more what it is. We're going to keep pushing these things forward. These are things that the community needs, the technologies that exist, and are going to make a big change here. And watch, this is just the beginning. Right, Samson? Yeah, go boy. I guess you're riding up here. Let's go. To the park. So imagine that. I want to bring in investors. I want to bring in healthcare. I want to bring in new technology into this community, and they don't make it easy for you unless you're going through official channels and fucking kissing ass. Nobody helps. Nothing moves here, and this is why this country is the way it is. So we're gonna keep pushing forward, because this shit ain't gonna stop us. Come on. So we had to, we're hosting some family the last couple days, Mother's Day weekend and all that, so we had family in town. But they're all actually taking off today, so we're back on the grind. We're back to being laser focused on what we're here to do, which is why first thing this morning I was at the mayor's office. But yeah, we got a lot going on, and I want to bring you guys along for this ride. I want to show you kind of the bullshit that I'm dealing with. I thought it was going to be a lot easier, so I was like, you know what, let me just start banging some things out. And then after I bang some things out, I'll kind of like update people. But just given the state of how things have been going, I think it's just best to just bring you guys for the whole ride, every step of the way. We're gonna do every single step. I'm currently working on a medical office for Aguadilla, and trying to get a microgrid established at the complex that I'm staying in. Those are the two main things. There's a million other things that I'm working on also, but those are the two major projects that I got that I'm pushing forward right now. And I'll give you guys more details as I'm able to fix some things. So I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk to you guys. I just need a couple minutes to kind of orient myself. But there's a lot coming, and I promise you guys this is gonna be it's gonna be worth the watch. So stick around. So I'm here at my aunt's house, and they had installed solar on her roof, and then they installed this Generac power cell system. So she only pays about $4 a month, but they weren't able to get her stove to run off of that. So yeah, see, I got solar here, battery pack here, but she does not know if she participates in VPP or anything like that. So where's all that money going? So I'm gonna get some more information as to who installed this and why, but she didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. So there's a lot of this stuff going on where they install a lot of systems, but they kind of obscure all the everything that's going on behind the scenes. So who's actually in charge of monitoring the system, dispatching the system, things like that. But yeah, it's good to see at least they're installing these systems. Now, if we can only interconnect them. These are Housing Authority. Presidenciales. Like, that's gonna be exciting to look at that coming home after a long day of work. It's like a fucking penitentiary. So right now I'm standing in front of the CECADER Aguadilla. I talked to the municipality about this building, and apparently this is owned by the state, actually, the Sports and Rec Department. So I was talking to the Urban and Development Department here in Aguadilla, and they're telling me that this is currently in use, and it's currently not available. And she told me, yeah, it looks like it's in rough shape and whatnot, but yeah, their offices are there and they're still in use. So I told her, okay, so who do I need to contact there? I got to contact the Sports and Recreation Department. I guess they were handed over access to this facility, and they're currently utilizing it. So the Aguadilla Sports Complex is on the back side of this. We're going to go see that in a minute, but I just wanted to kind of take a look at what she meant when she says it's currently in use. I don't know. Let's take a look a little deeper. Alright, so here we are. This is the what's the remnants of the Aguadilla Sports Complex, also known as the CECADER. So this is just a really nice facility that I feel is a little underutilized. So that's the building we were behind a minute ago. This is the other side of it. So let's go take a look at the back side. So this would be the side entrance. I'm just going to come and ask a couple questions to the offices that are currently open in here. So they could be right, but we'll see. I don't even feel safe coming in there. someone's been sleeping here. Okay, so the office wasn't in there. Let me see if the office is somewhere over here. So the reason I'm exploring this is not because I just want to break and enter, or it's something that I just want to prove a point. So I come representing a group of doctors in Boston that want to come up here and bring AI healthcare, just the top of the line in everything that has to do with medicine. And we thought that this facility was going to be amazing, which is why we're inquiring about it. But they're telling us that this is currently being utilized by the Sports and Recs department. Last time I can see any activity here, we go back to 2016. And it looks like there was like a church here and like a gym. But there's currently nothing right now. So I'm looking, feet on the ground, trying to get information as to who we can contact to potentially put in a bid, see if we can work with the municipality to bring in something amazing. Like this right here is what we wanted for housing. This would be, patient rooms. And then this facility here would be utilized to house all the treatment, all the top of the line equipment, all the x-rays, the AI servers. It's going to be something that unique to healthcare right now, here in the United States at least. So it's something that I want to. So it's something that we want to bring here to the island, something unique, really in the world. But we thought, what better place than the medicine cabinet of the world, as they call Puerto Rico. So, yeah, if anybody has any information as to how we can get access to this facility, at least talk to someone that may want to develop something like this. This is state-of-the-art healthcare. This is jobs. This is retention. This is research. This is a little bit of everything. This looks amazing. So this facility has served various different purposes over its lifetime. And yeah, I fell in love with this place. As soon as I saw it, I just thought it had a hell of a lot of potential for what we're looking for. I just see that front facility as being perfect for the to house patient rooms. So it'd be right through there. And then this facility here would house all the specialized equipment. There's another facility right there that could be utilized for this purpose. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a video together, put a bid together, and just see how can we take something like this that's abandoned. No one's doing anything. It's prime real estate. There's just so much benefit that could could be done here for the community. And I see this as a long-term care facility. I see it as taking care of our elders. What better place to die than on this island? And the most beautiful part about this facility in particular, besides, you know, the wildlife, is that right over the hill right here, so right over that hill, there's a cliff that leads right to Surfers Beach. So, I mean, in a crazy world, I would love to see some sort of like a chairlift conveyor, gondola type system that maybe takes some of these patients down to the beach. What better place to die than on the beach? And not that I want to be morbid about this, but we've gone through, you know, we're about to go through our third death in the family. And for me, it's sad because I know that we could be doing more. They could be dying at a facility. Look at him, he's chasing the wildlife. So they could be, you know, using a facility such as this to take care of those people. And unfortunately, we're putting them to die and under fluorescent lighting, you know, jail cells back home. And it's not fair. It's really not fair to these people. There's a better way of care. And I think we could do it right here. Look at this place. This facility is amazing. Like, why can't we repurpose this instead of letting this sit here abandoned? Why not repurpose this? And I got the municipality cops already here. So we'll see if they say anything. But they are right there. I just came to look for the office. That's all I came here to do. per their employees. See the cops right there. I've already gone in there. I've searched everything. This place is 100% vacant. So we'll see. So there's a tremendous amount of money that was spent here to build all this out. And it's a pretty big shame to have it just go to waste like this. But of course, you can see the Coast Guard housing directly behind me. They're all set up with solar panels and everything. So the government mandated building standards, so they gotta build those houses to a specific stat, but they're really nice. And this is right here, right on the coast. Look at that. We're gonna go down there in a minute. That's Surfers Beach. I could just imagine some sort of a chairlift or something here. This is just absolutely incredible piece of property. And instead of letting investors come and take it out, that's probably what this is sitting here for. Waiting for big money to get here and build some sort of big resort or a hotel or a tower with an amazing view. But why don't we do that for, you know, our ancestors? Why don't we do that for our country? Why don't we do that for our people, especially our elderly who deserve it? Let's send them home the right way. We've been doing it wrong. It's unfortunate what we've been doing to our people and how we've been sending them home. And under fluorescent lighting, all of them asking, you know, get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired. Why not a place like this? Like with a view like this. Sorry, it's currently raining a little bit, so I'm gonna get back and close the windows and keep it moving, but I thought this was great. So here it is, case in point again, where even like being feet on the ground, like just doesn't tell the full story. The municipality doesn't even know that this place is vacant. This right here is a hotel. So imagine turning, you know, this here into something like that. This could be a Quite a few rooms for a lot of people. Could definitely use it. Or we could do something else with it. Doesn't really matter to me, but just letting it sit here, it's a shame. It's a big shame. Let's go check out some of these. I think I'm gonna leave the dog in the car for this one just because this just looks like people have been in and out of here. So these used to be old army barracks when the military was here. So the airport actually used to be the actually old military hospital, which is now actually the Marriott. So the old military hospital used to be there. The airport's right around there. Coast Guard Exchange right here. And then this used to be old army barracks. And it's been vacant since the 70s whenever they closed the base. You can see they tried to use it for like a hotel, looks like at some point. So yeah, I don't know, just a little bit more prime real estate. I don't know what we could do with it, but it's just one example out of the thousands all over this island of good pieces of property that just needs ideas, needs people that want to get together and make something happen, and obviously needs resources that I feel like it just needs to be redistributed properly. Yeah, let's get out of here. Maybe we can make this ours one day. And when I say ours, I mean ours, like the community ours, not private interest. This is the old military hospital. It's now the Courtyard Marriott. And those are the new carport solar panels they just put in. It just started raining. Looks like they got a Denny's in there. Well, let's keep it moving. And this right here is the old Officers Club. The views are up there are absolutely amazing. Yeah, so we were just told that we can't be in there. We'll be in there in 2 seconds. So these are the grounds of the old Officers Club. It's right next to the Cicada. That's the Cicada right there. This is the access road down to Surfers Beach. But yeah, this is how we used to be the old quarters or Officers Club. People mainly just use it for like weddings now and whatnot. But we'll see how long we can be here before we get kicked out. So they're getting ready for a banquet or something, or a wedding. Trying to see if I can get upstairs without getting caught before someone says something. Yeah, they're getting ready for, it's like a 50th anniversary. But yeah, look at this view up here. There's the access road. It's just beautiful up here. And we'll be down there at Surfers Beach in a minute. Some construction. Alright, we're gonna start making our way out of here, but it's interesting because so there's a cicada. I was talking to Jerry at the museum, and he also tells me that the sports and recs department's currently using the facility and that they have their offices in there. But once again, I've looked, and there is absolutely no one there. This is just people get married here all the time, but how beautiful this all just is. And it just sits there, underutilized. It's a shame. So these are people just got here, so we got out of there just in time. We're setting up.
Hey yo, Ramey Myers. Poised, baby. Yeah.
So it's interesting because this all used to be the base, part of the base, all military compounds. Like that right there is the hotel. I got the pool also. That's actually the Ramey Museum right there. And then right over here, that's the first Army barracks that's abandoned. And then there's the rest of the Cicada that's also currently in use by the Sports and Recs Department. So excuse me. But yeah, this all used to be old military. This was all inside the base, and this is where the officers used to come and party and drink and all that.
Matamos la liga cuando estamos en la tarima. Encuentras el dinero cuando estás en la cima. Te la tengo, juque enamoradita de mi rima. Tú puedes que estar cabrón, pero yo estoy por encima.
Yeah, man, it's absolutely beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Let's head down to the beach a little bit. These guys are driving me a little crazy today. This is a drive down to Surfers Beach. This is like access road. It's a little windy, but it's just there.
El cuello me brilla sin usar cubana. Tengo puta nueva todos los fines de semana. Que viva la calma. También corre de sabana. Soy Boris, también soy Domi. Siempre ando con los míos. O sea, con Omi. Cada vez que tú quieras frontear, piensa que hay dinero, también te podemos dar. Por encima, por encima, por encima, por encima. Jugate kiss, tú más bema. Por encima, siempre por encima. Alright, hay que tener la llave de mi prima. Por encima, por encima, por encima.
It's Surfers Beach. Not very touristy at all. It's absolutely beautiful down that way. There's a lot of rock cliffs and caves, and it's really, really nice. And then there's typically people here always selling coconuts and whatnot. And then if you continue up this way, in the back here there's a lot of trails. This is the survival trail. And it's all taken care of by Escata Playa Sporting. Community got together to preserve all these beaches. So you gotta love it.
Prende un filo en la mañana sin sacármela la caña y cojo un arrebato por encima de la montaña. Yo sé que se
didn't know what this did. That was the first girl. It's like that was the first girl. It's like infatuated with him. Come on, bud. There's just beauty everywhere you look on this island. Even like this little cove with all these vines. It's worth preserving. I'm here at a relatively secluded beach. At least I thought it was more like a locals beach. I come here and it's literally all white people, no locals. But these are locals. These are the new locals. That's interesting. Everybody's welcome, and these people I feel like I can relate most to, because they actually appreciate the nature, and it's so quiet here on the beach. You can just literally pull right up to the beach. It's amazing. Imagine this type of care, this type of health care, where they'd actually be patients here because the place that I'm talking about is like literally right up that hill. And you got literally nature here, the ocean. Like I said, not to be morbid, but I'd want to die here. It's better than the alternative that they're proposing right now. It's a fucked up system we're in. But we don't have to subscribe to it. We can choose a new path. Choose to be different. Choose to, I don't know, incorporate nature, be one with nature, learn from nature, embrace nature. I mean, it was here before us and it'll be here long after us. It could teach us a lot of lessons. Including, I'm just looking at all these coconut trees, or palm trees. And I'm looking at a coconut right now, and it's just like that coconut water in there is medicine. And right now, it's not being treated as such. To me, I don't know, the mind has a lot to do with healthcare. And state of mind, I think, is very important. And if you can't get a clear, head, a clear state of mind, how can you focus on healing? And I think we need to do a better job bolstering environments that are conducive to. He sees a dog. Bolstering environments that are conducive towards. A clear head, a desire, a will to live, eagerness to see more, and I feel like places like this kind of deliver that. So yeah, he sees a dog up there. It's so cool. You literally just come park your car and literally you're on the beach.
Going 90 and a 65. Windows roll down, screaming down. Yeah, number one hustler, getting money. Why you wanna count my money? I'm a hustler, don't need me.
So it's little beaches like this that I really do enjoy. We can literally just pull up with their car and just hang out with the dog and just look out at people surfing. Like, this is island life. So this specific area, there's absolutely no Wi-Fi at all whatsoever. So I actually have to beat my Starlink to be able to actually connect. Which I can actually, as a business idea for anybody out there listening, you can literally post up here and just blast out Wi-Fi and put up a paywall and charge. Similarly, airline charges, right? I'm gonna be here all day. There's a guy over here selling coconuts. So I'll post up next to him with a sign for Wi-Fi. It'd be even better if the municipality actually got involved and actually just offered free Wi-Fi. It's like kind of those things, like, do we want these things? Like, do we want this much technology, or should we be at the beach just enjoying our time? I don't know. That's for others to decide, but I think we should give people the option to fully connect anywhere they're at, especially at a beautiful place like this. But yeah, these are one of the many things that I want to accomplish while I'm here, is to bring awareness to this project that I want to get off the ground, especially at that cicada. If not, we'll find somewhere else. It's not the only place, but it's just one example of a beautiful facility that maybe we can bring back online. Maybe we can do something amazing with it. We shall see. But yeah, it's weird for me to be sitting here talking to a camera, especially with people around. There's like a couple cars here, people inside the cars. So this is uncomfortable for me also. I tend to be a pretty private person, but I figured if I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and do this crazy adventure out here through the Antilles, why not just like record it all? We'll catch up in a bit. I'm sure they're gonna want to talk here in a minute. She just parked there, which is all cool. But Samson was laying down. I didn't know if she saw him, so it was all good. Crisis averted. We still have a dog. She's got a parking spot. We both have an amazing fucking view. And a lot to look forward to. There's a lot that I want to accomplish here. I'm just getting used to the fact that things are not going to move like nearly as fast as I hoped they would. But I'm okay with that. Because look at this, you know what I mean? But if I can find ways that I can improve processes along the way, or find people that are helpful, that'd be amazing. I know there's a lot of people that want to help. I feel it. I can feel the energy. I can feel the people desperate for change. And I'm here to help. And I'm here to, hopefully deliver on that. I've got a couple people that have reached out in my DMs, and they're, eager to figure out how to help out. And like, to be honest, I don't know yet. I've only been here a month, so I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out as I go. But I'm hopeful. I've made progress in some areas, others not, but I'm gonna start showcasing more of that, of the process. I think it's important for people to learn the process and see the process, see how corrupt or not corrupt this place really is. I've been reaching out to a couple of attorneys, and everything's tough. I thought it was like, it's just because I was in Boston, things were going to be tough trying to do business here. But being even feet on the ground, you start realizing how tough things still are. It's just antiquated systems, and no system talks to any other system, and no one, especially the public sector, wants to get out of their chair to lift a finger, and everything's like paper files and drives, and all that stuff needs to be scanned. This is stuff that was done, you know, all throughout the United States, all city hall, town halls, but it doesn't seem like that made it here, and everything is still antiquated. So, you know, we need tech people, and that's what I'm here to find. Who wants to get involved? Who wants to start leveraging technology, AI, and kind of take a Doge approach to to auditing this government, this island. I don't know, our businesses, everything. Let's be transparent. If we really want a better Puerto Rico, we gotta start being transparent. We gotta start being honest about who the fuck we are. They talk a lot about fucking trash. The whole way down here, there's trash. You see fucking refrigerators everywhere. Like, let's start cleaning this shit up. And I'm here on the ground, and every time I get an opportunity, I'm picking stuff up for all. So, well, why don't you fucking do something? I'm trying. We're all trying, but we could maybe do a little bit more. And that's all. That's all. If I can push that, I'll be happy. We're gonna hit the road today, and we're gonna see kind of where we end up. But this was just one project I wanted to kind of potentially showcase that maybe we can make happen. Maybe this is something that if a couple people in the community get together, we can actually push forth, I don't know, meaningful change. And this is going to be done in a different way. I'll divulge a little bit more information on as much as I can on our website, or I don't know yet. That can help me set it up, but. If we can do this as transparent as possible, kind of do it like as a co-op or a trust, I think that would be the most beneficial for this all. But we'll see. We'll see how things pan out. Well, this is just one. I want to show you guys some more that are kind of burning a hole through my head and some of my investors. And when I say investors, it's like family, it's like friends. It's people who really have passionate about, you know, making changing community. This is not fucking Wall Street. This is not hedge funds, none of that shit. So yeah, man, let's get to work, man. Anybody who wants to come help, here I am. Let's do something meaningful together. This daily, this dog just gets more and more confidence and just goes off by himself. I don't mind, as long as he's not bothering people and staying safe. Go boy. So I gotta say, I got probably about like 10 different things or so that I'm like concurrently working on, just trying to push any of it forward. And I don't know, not going well. Like, we just talked to Jerry up there, and he also confirmed that the sports and recs department was in that building, but as you guys saw, we scoured the building and there was no one there, so that's a no-go. I'm also working on getting fiber optic. I've been on the ground here in Puerto Rico now, I'm gonna say 6-7, about to be 7 weeks, and this whole time I've been working to try to get fiber optic cable into our complex, and it's right outside the complex, but getting a technician to come and actually run through the conduit into the complex, it's been absolutely impossible. I'm telling you, I'm 6 weeks into this and nothing. So what do I need? Anybody who's works with Glado, can get fiber optic into my, and I'm not talking about people who work with Glado like on the customer service side or sales side. Like, that's not going to do anything for me. I've talked to multiple people on that front. I need technicians, people that are actually on the ground laying fiber optic cable. The guy that I'm working, and this is in the Aguadilla area, so the guy that I'm working with said that he could help me out, and then just stopped answering my calls. So I'm looking for anyone in the Aguadilla area, especially the Paseo Real Marina, next to it, Parque Colón. There's a project over there that I need to get some fiber optic cable laid, and I'm struggling. Additionally, I'm looking for a solar company, but more than just a solar company. I need engineers, and I work with Pura Energia because they had worked with the Marriott up here to do at least a portion of the full-scale project that we want to do, which is like the carport portion. But the guy said he was going to call me back. We've been on that all week, and still no call back. So I need someone in that front also. And these are things that I could do in stateside pretty easy, but everything comes a little bit more complex over here, which can be frustrating, but you just got to learn to operate within the constraints that you're given. So we shall see. I got this dog that's just running around like a madman. He's gonna get hit by a car, but this one I don't even care. I'm just gonna give him his freedom, and he'll learn his lessons or not, and that is what it is. I can't keep everything consolidated or tight grasp on anything in life. Just let God do what He wants to do. What happened? .2 billion amps. Esto es lo que llenamos los barcos.